My firm belief is the more we understand about the animals that we are trying to improve the habitat for and hunt, the better off we are. So today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about how mature bucks find estrus does. Because if you're not factoring this into your habitat improvements, if you're not laying them out to manufacture high odds, low impact rut stands, well, you may want to seriously consider it. So how does Mr. Big find estrus does? Right off the bat, forget about what you see those 1.5, 2.5s, and in many areas, 3.5-year-old bucks doing. They're stupid kids. They're like I was back as a freshman in high school. I knew I wanted a girlfriend and I had no idea how to find one, so I ran around making an idiot out of myself. That's your immature bucks. They don't know what they're doing. Mr. Big does. Think about that old joke about the old bull and the young bull, sitting up there on the ridge looking at all those cows down below. The young bull looks to the old one, I'm going to run down there and I'm going to breed me one of those cows. The old bull turns and looks at him, I'm going to walk down and breed them all. That's Mr. Big. Okay. Mr. Big's not the idiot, generally speaking, that's running around trashing that doe bedding area. That's an immature buck. Mr. Big, his nose. He understands where the highest likelihood these does, these family groups are during any portion of the day. During midday, odds are pretty good that they're up on the ridge in that bedding area. During the middle of the night, odds are pretty good they're down in the valley in the cornfield. Right at dawn, right at dusk, well, geez, hopefully odds are really good that they're hitting our Antler King kill plots. And what they do is they hit these areas when the odds are the highest that the does are actually there. So, Mr. Big, he's a veteran. He knows how to do things. He is going to lose 25 to 30% body weight during the rut. He can't afford to run around like an idiot wasting energies. So really, for as much as people think that the rut is just this utter chaos, not for Mr. Big, it's not. He is effectively checking those high doe concentration areas for that time of day. Okay. Next, he uses his nose a lot. That young buck, he's running all over inside that bedding area trying to find that estrus doe. Mr. Big, he's learned that, yeah, you can do that. Or I can just go like this and swing that downwind side of that family group bedding area and check every single doe just like that. By knowing that alone, you can understand how setting up your doe bedding areas can be so effective at creating these high odds, low impact stands. Mr. Big, he uses his nose. Those little idiots, they run around out there making fools of themselves like I did when I was back in high school. If you really understand how mature bucks find does, then we can utilize that to set up our properties, to capitalize on that. Think about how mature bucks check those family group bedding areas. More often than not, they're just swinging the downwind side, and just like that, they scent checked every single one. So set those groups up so that you can have low impact stands on the outside of those doe bedding areas, and you're going to be that much more ahead of the game right from the beginning.